Do you know that the life we are living today, with all the freedom and our own rights, is because of the sacrifice of so many people who stood for the freedom of our nation? And today we are going to tell you about some of the many people who played a major role in helping us become a free nation.
We are the citizens of free India, and today we are going to tell you how India gained independence after World War I and II. Company rule in India effectively began in the 18th century and continued for nearly 150 years. The country was divided into provinces directly administered by the British Empire. In the mid 18th century, anti-British revolt started, and from the 19th century, the nationalist movement came into force. The Indian Rebellion of the 1857 has been variously termed as the War of Independence, a rebellion and a mutiny. Several Indian writers who considered it as a part of the Indian independence movements that ultimately led to the country's independence. Some of the leaders who played a major role in this revolt are as follows. The first leader is Mangal Pandey. Mangal Pandey is notably remembered for standing up against the British rule and sparking the Indian Rebellion of 1857, which went on to inspire the struggle for independence in India. The second leader is Rani Lakshmi Bai. Lakshmi Bai, the Rani of Jhansi, was an Indian queen of the Maratha princely state Jhansi. She was one of the leading figures in the Indian Rebellion of 1857 and became a symbol of resistance to the British Raj for Indian nationalists.
There are some major peoples who had played an important role in the struggle to get freedom from colonial rule. During the First World War, 1.5 million Indians were forcefully sent to fight in European France and across the British Empire. Despite their loyalty and sacrifices, Indians do not know their overall condition is improving at the end of war. Thus, intensifying protest against colonial rule following increases the violent and deadly depression by Britain.
Mahatma Gandhi became a figure of resistance by promoting non-violence and civil disobedience movement during this time.
My religion is based on truth and non-violence. Truth is my God and non-violence is the means of realizing it. We will fight for our freedom together but with non-violence. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. We will protest for our rights by the civil disobedience movement and will boycott all the British products.
The Indian National Congress spearheaded the revolts.
We no longer want to be enslaved by the Britishers. Now we will demand for our rights from the Britishers. These Britishers. Rather, we want an independent and secular India. Now we want a nation where everyone has a freedom to do what they wish.
But India's Muslim minority do not want to country dominated by Hindus.
We demand for the creation of an independent Muslim state. We do not want to live in a country where we are just a minority and dominated by any other religion.
In Europe, the Second World War breaks out. The British Empire focuses and all their resources against Nazi Germany. In total, 2.5 million Indians would fight in different fronts of around the world. And this is the time when the Congress Party called on people not to participate in the World War II and demanded the departure of British.
We no longer need to participate in World War II behalf of the Britishers. Now we all wanted the departure of Britishers from our country and let India be free. Hereby, we support the Quit India movement started by Mahatma Gandhi.
During the Quit India movement, 10,000 of Indians were imprisoned, and the Muslim League meanwhile cooperated with the British to remain in their good books.
We are ready to cooperate with the Britishers so that we are remain in the good books and can get our own separate state where our community can live freely.
The revolts increased during the World War II. The situation became wild, and now Britishers promised to discuss the India's independence after the end of the World War II.
India will be granted independence and for now onwards, it will be a free country. It will no longer a colony of Britishers.
In 1947, the Muslim League launched Direct Action Day.
Undivided India is no longer possible as we want our own separate nation.
On June 3, 1947, Lord Mountbatten, the last British Governor General in India, announced
Now, hereby I announce the partitioning of India into a secular India and a Muslim Pakistan.
Pakistan was declared as a separate nation with Muhammad Ali Jinnah as its leader on August 15, 1947. At the stroke of midnight, India was declared as an independent nation.
And this is how we became an independent nation. We celebrate 26th January to honor the date on which the Constitution of India came into effect first of.
Thank you everyone for watching our video. Happy Republic Day. Jai Hind.